How to avoid high FDA compliance service fees. Are you frustrated by expensive FDA registration service fees? You're not alone. Many companies, especially international food manufacturers, dietary supplement brands and medical device exporters, over-the-counter drug contract manufacturers and cosmetic sellers, end up paying far too much for services that should be simple, affordable, and transparent. If you're preparing to register with the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, this guide will show you how to avoid overpriced FDA consultants, what to look out for, and how to save money while staying compliant. Foreign companies exporting to the U.S. are required by the FDA to appoint a U.S. agent for each facility or establishment. This agent is your link to smooth communication and compliance with U.S. regulations. After a foreign facility submits a registration, FDA will verify that the person or entity identified as the U.S. agent, such as ITB Holdings LLC, has agreed to serve. The FDA sends a confirmation notification of a foreign facility registration to the U.S. agent to ensure that the U.S. agent is aware of the connection. The agency will not confirm any registration or provide the foreign facility with a registration number until the U.S. agent's confirmation within 30 days. If the U.S. agent wishes to no longer serve the already registered foreign facility, the foreign facility will have 60 calendar days to update the facility's registration with a new U.S. agent. Amazon sellers definitely need the assistance of a U.S. agent for the following: FDA registration of your company, products listings for drugs and medical devices, pre-market submissions including pre-market notification 510K, pre-market approval, FDA registration of the manufacturer or the exporter, if different. Verify that your labels are FDA compliant. File a prior notice for each product and each shipment. Foreign Supplier Verification Program, FSVP. Let's clear something up. The FDA does not charge a fee for food facility registration, yet some consultants bill clients hundreds or even thousands of dollars for handling this straightforward process. Similarly, while there are official user fees for medical device and drug establishment registrations, consultants' added service fees exceed what's necessary sometimes. But in most cases, the registration of the foreign company is simply processed by the U.S. agent upon request and payment of a service fee. So, more than 1,300 companies used one fictitious address and U.S. agent information to register with the FDA and exported products that did not meet U.S. requirements just to avoid paying U.S. agent service fees. And that may be the tip of an iceberg. Really? If you found yourself wondering whether you're paying too much for FDA compliance services, you're not alone. It's a common concern, and one that deserves a closer look. There are a few reasons for high consultant fees. Lack of transparency. Some firms do not clearly itemize their fees, leading clients to assume the entire amount is mandated by the FDA. Urgency and fear tactics. Consultants often stress the consequences of non-compliance to pressure clients into overpaying. Targeting overseas companies. Foreign firms unfamiliar with U.S. regulatory processes are especially vulnerable to overcharging. Some consultants justify these costs by bundling services or offering compliance packages. But in many cases, the support offered is generic. Businesses end up paying a premium for services they could either provide themselves or receive at a fraction of the cost from a more transparent consultant. Fortunately, domestic and foreign businesses have options. Here are tips to avoid falling into the high fee trap. A legitimate consultant should provide a clear breakdown of fees, showing exactly what you're paying for. Look for consultants who offer competitive pricing without hidden costs. Some companies charge high upfront fees but don't provide assistance with future compliance needs. Make sure your consultant supports you beyond just the registration process. The best FDA compliance services include ongoing help, such as biennial renewals, updates, and guidance on changes in FDA regulations. That means more savings for your business and fewer headaches navigating complex rules. A reliable U.S. agent will handle everything from FDA registration to label compliance and prior notice filings. They even assist with the Foreign Supplier Verification Program, or FSVP. When shipping food products to Amazon U.S. warehouses via FedEx, UPS, DHL, you'll likely encounter the requirement for a Foreign Supplier Verification Program, FSVP, Agent Statement of Consent. Here's a breakdown of what it entails. What is an FSVP agent? An FSVP agent is a U.S.-based individual or entity designated by a foreign food exporter to fulfill specific requirements under the FSMA. Their primary role is to verify that the foreign supplier is producing food that meets U.S. safety standards. This includes conducting a hazard analysis of the imported food, evaluating the foreign supplier's performance and conducting audits, testing, and record review. Ensuring appropriate preventive controls are in place at foreign facilities, maintaining documentation of all supplier verification activities, acting as a liaison between the foreign supplier, U.S. importer, and the FDA for food safety purposes. Furthermore, most foreign establishments or facilities expect their U.S. agent to be at least bilingual. Does your FDA consultant speak Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Hindi, Arabic, Portuguese, Italian, Spanish, Greek, French, Dutch, German, Swedish, or Polish? Also, time zones, not just in the United States but around the world, are usually challenging. U.S. agents' working hours can make a difference. Email exchanges are great when responses are provided the same day. But additional instant and 24/7 live support chat is much better. Assistance for FDA detention. Speeding shipments through customs and quickly addressing issues can mean the difference between fulfilling a distribution contract and losing an important customer. Since most customs clearances are processed by FedEx, UPS, DHL, or one of the 14,454 active licensed customs brokers in the United States, they will be the first to know. If your products are deemed misbranded for failure to register your facility or establishment, act as soon as possible to avoid additional warehouse storage fees. Per diem charges are applicable when cargo or containers are held beyond the applicable free time, $20 plus 4 cents per pound, per day. While the container or cargo is on hold, numerous fees will begin to pile up, such as row fees, demurrage fees per day, shifting fees, and admin fees. When products in your shipment violate or appear to violate FDA regulations, the FDA may detain your product and issue a Notice of FDA Action with the designation of detained. Notice of detention and hearing is issued by the FDA. The agency places the responsibility on the buyer or ultimate consignee to ensure that the products being imported into the United States are in compliance. Your options include submitting evidence, testimony, to overcome the appearance of a violation, a request to recondition the products to correct the violation. If you are unable to overcome the appearance of a violation, your products will be refused admission, and you can work with U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, and FDA to destroy the products or export them from the United States within 90 days of the refusal. Remember, customs brokers cannot serve as U.S. agents. Please keep in mind that your customs broker, including DHL, UPS, or FedEx, will not be able to provide FDA compliance assistance. However, you can count on them to obtain a U.S. Customs or CBP assigned number by submitting an Importer Identity Form, CBP Form 5106, on behalf of your company. Affordable, expert FDA compliance services, transparent, backed by real regulatory expertise, trusted by international manufacturers and exporters, free of hidden fees and unnecessary upsells. Whether you're registering a food facility, dietary supplement company, or medical device manufacturer, ITB Holdings, LLC provides cost-effective solutions that keep you compliant and on budget. Their consultants believe in fair, transparent pricing and delivering real value. Its team of regulatory experts offers personalized support, not just paperwork, and never charge for services you don't need. Don't let inflated FDA registration service fees eat into your profits. Get professional help you can trust, at a price that makes sense. Ready to switch U.S. agent? October 1st through December 31st, each year, is the best time frame. However, that can happen anytime. Join thousands of FDA-registered companies in France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Greece, Belgium, Netherlands, Denmark, Switzerland, Germany, Poland, Romania, Ukraine, Sweden, Norway, United Kingdom, Ireland, China, Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, India, Pakistan, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, Mexico, Canada, United States, Latin America and Africa, among many others around the world. While FDA compliance is essential, paying thousands of dollars in consulting fees for basic services shouldn't be. Choose an FDA consultant that respects your time, your budget, and your business goals. Is your company manufacturing, exporting, or importing FDA-regulated products? Choose smarter. Pay fairer. Contact ITB Holdings LLC at www.itbholdingsllc.com. You may want to use the free live support chat available 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, including in foreign languages for your convenience. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights and updates. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we release new content. Until next time, stay safe, stay compliant, and stay tuned. See you next week.